This is weird. Okay. Hi. I don't think I've ever been on camera on YouTube for this. I don't know. Um, wow. Okay. So we're going to just not put that in the video. Hi. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I don't know what I'm doing. My name is Olivia. I make art in my bedroom. The camera is shaking. We're going with it. I make art in my bedroom in New York City, and you can see my mess. And I've got some sketchbooks that I did. I filmed this sketchbook tour. Camera's shaking really bad. Like I don't know, a couple months ago, and I'm gonna post it. But I wanted to do like an intro. It's two sketchbooks that I did. So this is from May to November of 2024. And then this one is November 2024 to April 2025. And then I have one more sketchbook that I could show, probably. And then I probably am not going to be really sharing my sketchbooks anymore because my art process has changed. The work in these sketchbooks is like, it's so stuck in to the sketchbook work, you know? It's really like, I got out of the sketchbook and then my sketchbook work got really personal, which is good. Like sort of like therapeutic journaling personal, even more than this stuff is. So we're just gonna go with it. I'm gonna find some new content for YouTube. I'm gonna figure this out. And I hope you enjoy my rambling and all the squeaky noises in the footage. I'm sorry. I'm gonna figure it out. But I gotta start somewhere. So I'm starting somewhere. And if you're mean to me, I'm meaner to myself. Thanks. Bye. Early pages are just super experimental. I was kind of, figuring out layering and what you can do. I had a long, I don't know. It's just all just like part of the process, is you have to just do a bunch of stuff to figure out what you like and what works. And these are all very like mixed media, like so like colored pencil, gouache, watercolor, all kinds of things, pastel. I try to use things that kind of don't stick, like not like oil pastel or acrylic paint. I try to avoid unless it's super matte. Yeah, I think also some of these pages are fairly personal in terms of like things I was going through at the time. This was a time I have suffered from depression most of my life. Well, since I was a teenager, probably before that, but you don't call little children depressed. I think you just call them weird. And I was on one medication for a very long time, and I switched to a different medication about this time. And I had a lot of feelings, and just, this switch was very awful. The summer of 2024, I was like crying every day. So this is, I'm really into that place. I think these pages are just like, it's an almost sense of overwhelm that I was having. And, almost processing of emotions as well. I mean, the colors are very bright, but I can feel my like anxiety and angst. I hate this page. Wow. Sorry. Oh my God. All right. This one's a little better. Yeah, this is very like scrawling things that I'm thinking and then trying to cover it up. So it's beautiful, which was something I was doing a lot. You know. I don't have much to say for a lot of that. I do like that one. Some things are just, you know, literally just a doodle, which is fine. Some things more intense. This was also, I don't know if I should talk about this, but like this sketchbook is like the run up to the election 2024. So we're gonna get to that towards the end because I finished it right about then. This one I like. This one I don't like. It's kind of interesting. You know, I haven't looked at this sketchbook in a while. Just playing with different things. And, you know, birds and flowers. I've been trying to get away from this sort of like full page, using all the space. Sketchbook stuff. Yeah. Yeah, some of these I don't really have any words. I like this. Make something ugly. Yeah. It's good. It's a good exercise. Just make something you think is really shitty and then try to fix it. You know, if you're making art, you have to. I think about it a lot, like solving a puzzle. So I put marks down on the page and then I try to solve them. This was acrylic and it stuck together a little bit. It's fine. Yeah. So yeah, this is like trying to solve the puzzle of these flowers that I painted and did not like. So I came in and did all these squares behind them and it kind of got better. This paint that I was using, it's a watercolor, but it's coming off the page. It's not very good. It was like a cheap set. Yeah, I did this whole page and it's like chalk. It's weird. Yeah, I did this and then I went and cleaned my room really well. These are better watercolors. I think I stopped using them because I realized they're really shit. Good to play this. Okay. I go camping every year. So every year I have a couple pages in my sketchbook that are just like nature. That's what happens. Which I think is good. It clears my brain, like going in nature and looking at stuff and drawing from real life. I think this was from a reference, not the background, but definitely these flowers. I don't remember where, but I did not come up with that. I'm gonna try to point that out as I go through. If something is like clearly just like lifted from somewhere else, even though I may not remember it, it's not mine. So I think it's important to differentiate. Yeah. I like this texture. It's very cool. This is my gouache palette. That's kind of fun. Oh, my finger hurts. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. I tend to create in portrait. Then of course the sketchbook is landscape if you use both pages. So I kind of have always had this kind of like back and forth, and like, do I use the whole thing or do I just use one page? But and then it changes. I've actually made paintings from both of these. I actually just posted them on Instagram. It will probably not be just now when I do this. See, I like this. I think this has some interest to it. I don't know. Yeah, my mom says that this kind of thing that I do just looks like a doodle. She's probably right. Using glittery metallic, I do not like. I used to love anything with sparkle, and now I hate it. So, you know, in college, which was more than 10 years ago, I used a lot of glitter and stuff, and now I get glitter, something, anything metallic or sparkly, I just put it away. I don't use it. This was just like testing. I don't like it. I like this though. There's a contrast. I mean, it's all very colorful. It's kind of, yeah, so now we're really getting into pre-election. I don't think I'm gonna say much more about that, but I was having a lot of anxiety about the state of the world. I mean, I still am. This was me just trying to fix something I thought was really ugly. Anxiety. It was also super dry, like last autumn. It didn't rain hardly at all for like months and months. It was like almost no rainfall, and we had fires up here in Upper Manhattan in the park. It was pretty dramatic. So usually I try to I don't work. Like if I draw something that's colored pencil on both sides, I try to put a piece of paper before I work into the next page. But I don't think I did that there. So it stops the colored pencil from transferring as much. And we're almost at the end. It's just sort of meditative mark making. I think that's the last page. Blank. I always leave that weird page blank. And then, yeah, May 1st to December 1st, 2024. So, yeah, that's that. So, there you go. Yeah, I did, ugly things on the cover. It's all good. So now we're gonna pull the next one, and I always have, okay, so yeah, this is gonna be, see, it's pink. I always start the next one before I finish the previous. Leave that blank, and we're coming back. So this is, right after the election. I don't know why that's such a moment in time for me, but this is also I don't really remember talking about the medication and my emotions. This is when things started to stabilize internally in my head, and I started to feel a lot better. It just, I just was switching. It just took time, and, I was just all over the place. And, yeah. there's ugly things in here, but I think that it's like fine. I did a lot more collage in this one, I think. Yeah, it pretty much sums up a lot of things I was going through. Abandoned, too much work. Yeah. I think I like this. It's kind of playful in a strange way. Yeah, I guess I've been trying to put less on the page. Like, you don't have to do the whole page, you know. There's a lot of writing, and I started to write in cursive a lot more around now. It's, you know. I don't know. It's always interesting. I don't know what's going on here. Oh yeah, I have burns. I burned myself. I got a new stove and I burned myself twice in like a week. And they're healing. They're itchy. It looks a lot better than it did. Little sticker. Stickers. I don't have a lot to say about these. These seem to be from a different timeline. I don't know. I don't remember making like a year ago. Maybe less than a year. Oh yeah, this winter was so cold. So cold. Last winter. I hope it's not this cold. I mean, it's good that it's cold, but it's also bad that it's cold. My room doesn't hold the heat very well. Yeah, I started to write things on Post-it notes, like stick them in there. This is just, I think I got new markers and I was testing them. This is what I did. It's a sequin. I don't know. Sometimes I'll like almost go back through and like add little star stamps, and yeah, this is, I don't know, not very aesthetically pleasing, but interesting information. Yeah, it broke. So I'm pretty rough with my sketchbooks and they tend to break. Is that tea? Yes. Yeah. This is acrylic and this is, I don't know. Do it anyway. That's, you know, the motto that I've been trying to. And as someone who had crippling depression and anxiety and who's kind of trying to get out of it and doing a lot better, but in some ways still my brain still has some of the same patterns of just like avoidance, and I'd rather not, like, even doing, like, filming this, I'm like, I don't even know, no one wants this, no one wants to hear from you, you know, it's all the old internal bullshit. You know, I don't know. Weird faces. It's interesting because faces have really started to come like almost, well, spirit, but not in this sketchbook, but in my work now. There's a lot more like people or like forms of people. Just watching. This is cool. Just draw dots. It's stuck. Yeah, these little guys. I think I was like drawing from something when I draw these. Drew these. Okay, what's going on? This is I don't know. Yeah, I don't, that's from something, like I was playing with something that I already, like I saw it. Sometimes I have to, I don't know. It's kind of a mishmash, you know, testing pens. Some of these little characters, I was thinking about, like, if I was gonna write like a children's book, but it would be very dark and scary. I've been thinking about like illustration and like illustrated books, but I have to think about it. I don't know how I would do it. Yeah. Pillow armor. I don't think I finished this. Like, what is it? Yeah. Put bow on it. These little guys. So I've started writing in cursive a lot, especially when I'm writing for my own like art or like internal thinking practice. It just is a different interaction with the written word, and I had to like remember how to write everything again because it had been so long. I used to be obsessed with cursive like in grade school, I think, because I moved across the country when I was 7 or 8, I don't remember, and almost 8, and I had learned cursive at my elementary school before anyone in my new school had, because it was like a different year in the curriculum. So like I was really good at cursive and no one could read it, and I was like, this is a superpower. And then of course we did cursive like the next year. My hands cramping. Okay, yeah, just kind of, you know, I've been going back through, thinking about things. Runway shoe. I don't know. Doodling. I have prompts in a drawer like this, and every so often I take one out and I draw it. So that's what that is. I think I got new art supplies and I was like messing around with them here. Wow, that's almost interesting. Doodling, a lot of these things are taken from other places. Swatching. Very red. I'm yawning, I'm sorry. It's like very early on Saturday morning. Well, it's not super early. I only have a few more minutes before the sun comes on my desk. So I'm just taking advantage. It's also quieter. Yeah, what is that? Oh. If you can read it, you can read it. I'm not reading it. Huh. I'm super obsessed with weaving. And textiles. My job is selling textiles. That's my day job. I sell fabric. My last name is Thread. It's a thing. It's kind of funny that I avoid. I knit. I do a lot of things. I avoid making fiber art. I think it would be too cliche with my last name. I'd have to like go under a pseudonym or something. Because it's just like, it's just weird. Yep. Yeah, this is from my gouache palette, so I just like messing around, like pushing color. And of course this, you know, stays in place a lot better than the other watercolor palette I was talking about, which was bad. Oh, this is cute. Oops. Yeah, I take things from Vogue. We always have Vogues laying around, so a lot of my like collage images are from Vogue, which has been a running theme throughout my entire life. I used to love collage and do so much collage, and I don't anymore. Mostly because it's so much harder than it was like 10, 15 years ago to find a good collage. Like print media, it just doesn't exist in the same way, which is kind of a bummer. I'm thinking about stuff. Stupid. Don't look at that. I hope I spelled that right. I hope you guys can hear me. And there's not, like, I can hear planes, I can hear cars outside. I don't know what my microphone's picking up. I'm kind of talking. I'm filming with my phone. And I'm like talking right into the phone, like microphone area. Hopefully it's okay. My voice is scratchy and weird. I'm sorry. It's always like this. I have a congenital issue in my vocal cords. Sorry. I could be more vocal fry, but I won't. It's kind of cool. I don't remember some of these. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, this is weird. And I think this is the last page. Maybe. Yeah. So there's that totally bogus page you can't use. And then that's the end. April 5th, 2025. Thank you for coming. Goodbye. Right, okay, thanks for watching my thing, my sketchbook tour. All right, thanks for watching my sketchbook tour, and I will see you soon. And subscribe if you don't think I'm horrible. Okay, bye.